Hi, so I have another book review for you. I know I said that I'd do Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief when I did my review of all our yesterday's, but I posted my videos in the wrong order, so this is technically the next one, so here it is. This is obviously Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. It is about Percy Jackson, who is a 12-year-old boy who discovers he is the son of a Greek god called Poseidon, who is the god of water. He has to go to Camp Half-Blood because it's the safest place for him, because there are a lot of monsters trying to kill him because his father is one of the top 3 gods, so he is destined to be powerful. He meets a lot of other demigods there, including Annabeth, who is the daughter of Athena, and his best friend Gruva, who isn't a demigod. He is, I can't pronounce the word, he's like a half goat. This is the best book. I wanted to read Percy Jackson for a long time, and I'm really late to reading it, but it is like Greek god version of Harry Potter, and it's so good. I think it would be so good. It's aimed at 9-year-olds, I think, 9+. So I think this is such a good book for middle grade, because I would have loved to learn about the Greek gods from reading this rather than from boring teachers at school, because it was so informative, but in an interesting way, so that I wasn't bored of the informative parts, because you learned them at the same time as Percy. It was to do with the story. Percy had to learn about it as well as you. And that was great. I loved the twists and turns of this book, and how everything played out. It was perfect, and I loved that. I loved Percy, and I loved Annabeth, and I love Gruver. I love all the characters. I think they have their own distinct personalities, and I think Rick Riordan really made it clear who was the sons or daughters of who. Because like Percy has a thing with water, he is more comfortable in water and stuff. Annabeth is really wise. She wants to be an architect. She reads Greek architecture books all the time. One of the daughters of Ares, Clarissa, I think her name is, she's really aggressive because her dad is the god of war, and they're all really, they get a lot of attributes from their parents that are gods, and I think that's really good. I like the whole, how they brought it into reality, like how World War II was caused because of demigods, and it wasn't just wars against countries, it was a war against the children of gods. And I liked how he explained all that and how he brought it together. I also loved how demigods have dyslexia because their brains are hardwired into reading ancient Greek, and how they have ADHD because that's their survival instincts. And I love that because it explains why they've grown up with these disabilities and stuff. I do want to talk about the movie for a bit. The movie, I hated it. I watched it when I was about 75 pages from the end of this book, and it was so loosely based that the ending still shocked me because it wasn't anything like the ending in the book, in the film. So I thought I'd ruined the ending for me, but I hadn't, because I was still shocked by this because it was totally different. I do think it's very loosely based, and I didn't like it as much as the book. But I'm gonna see Sea of Monsters once I read the book anyway. I like this book so much that I have ordered the second one, Sea of Monsters, already, and you'll see that in my next book haul maybe. But I love this, and I can't wait to go back into Percy's world with Sea of Monsters and learn more about everything that goes on here, because I loved Camp Half-Blood and I loved all the people you met there. It was just refreshing, and I liked it. I loved it. And it was a lot different than what I've been reading lately, because I've been reading a lot of dystopias, and a middle grade book was a bit of a change for me, so I really loved it. I can't think of much more else to say. I haven't written a review on my blog, so I'll link that down below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!